how do you root muscadine? And this is L. Weed in Memphis, Tennessee. So, Mr. D.
They're fairly easy to root using softwood cuttings, and you can layer. You can do layering is a pretty good way to root them. A very simple way. Using the cuttings is a little bit more complicated. But probably the first thing I would ask you is what variety do you have, because a lot of these varieties have patents, and it's not legal to propagate them. So make sure that the variety you want to propagate is, is not patented. And there are several of those varieties out there too.
Okay.
But as far as propagating from a softwood cutting, when you have shoots, about that long, you cut you off a good shoot that's about pencil diameter, and you take the lower leaves off and leave at least 4 buds on, and then cut off the top part of that, and leave a few leaves on the top of what you have left, and you put it in, use a rooting hormone, putting in potting soil, and keep it moist, and it takes a while.
Okay.
It'll be ready to plant, next year.
So what is a good time to take those plantings?
As soon as you have
those cuttings
shoots, long enough to get, 2 or 3 or 4, cuttings off of.
Right.
So you can't do it now. Now it's hardwood cuttings, and with bunch grapes you can have some, and you can actually go with hardwood cuttings, but I think research has shown that you will have about a 12% survival rate.
Wow.
So that means if you want 10 plants, better have 100.
Yeah.
Start with 100. So it's a lot tougher on the hardwood cutting.
That is tough. Joel, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, and you talked about the air layering. Those shoots are long. You could bring it down to the ground, and the space. I like to take cuttings around the area that is from last year's growth to this year's growth, because that is a point of growth in the plant, and there's a lot of hormones there that you have a better rooting possibility in that section.
Yeah.
And either cut it there or lay it on the ground, put your hormone pound and bury it in some dirt and let a brick stay over it, and it will root.
That's right. Next year, cut it loose from the mother plant and transplant it to where you want it.
As long as it's not patented.
As long as it's not patented.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that is I've never heard of lawsuits involving muscadines. I mean, the potential always exists, but I have heard of lawsuits involving where farmers saved the seed from plants that were patented.
Right.
And I'm talking about soybeans and cotton. You can't do that anymore. It used to be a common practice, but not anymore. The technology, I guess the amount of research that goes into producing some of these varieties, the folks that patent them want to recover the cost.